Hi, welcome back to Up Next, the only show where we talk about the weird music that we find in all the little corners of the internet. I'm Kalen. I'm joined by Carrie, my beautiful and talented co-host.
Hi.
And we're gonna chat about that music I just mentioned.
I hate to reveal this to you all watching at home and to my beautiful and talented co-host Kalen, but we are not even the only show to discuss music on this channel.
Well, yeah.
Like, I don't know what that...
But it's the...
What are you saying?
It's the immediacy of it. It's the fact that it's the stuff that just came out, and it's the really deep divey, weird, underground stuff that we're able to find. So, yes, it is true that there are other shows on this channel that do discuss music. They don't do it like we do.
Ooh.
Am I wrong?
I don't really know how to take this. I don't really understand
what
the claim is.
I like having a superiority complex.
Okay.
So, I'm kidding.
Sorry. Sorry I'm no-butting you.
Let's
yes-anding.
Let's dive in further. Let's explore that.
Okay.
Let's explore that.
As in, talk about the albums that we picked out and
yes.
talk about why they're good and why you should listen to them?
Yes.
Okay, great.
What do you got for me?
Okay, I'm happy to start us off. First up, by R.J.F, is Cleaning Out the Empty Administration Building. This is a really fun project. It's kind of loose. It's art rock, so it kind of has some of those indie tropes, but also toes into the world of psychedelia and has a little bit more of a artsy eye, less of a formulaic eye, I guess, versus like an indie pop. A really cool framework for this album is that it is this guy's first solo work. He's like, 20, 30 years in the, like, band sphere, I guess, like, playing in bands and stuff, and has never made something entirely on his own. And so this is, like, his first foray into that. He views that as something really special and something to kind of take seriously, which is cool. And at the same time, you can tell he's just kind of learned a lot about music as he's gone. So it's really interesting. I think it's fun.
Totally, yeah. To do solo work after collaborating with others for such a long time, I can see that being kind of scary and vulnerable.
Yeah, it's like a big step. Yeah, very vulnerable.
Yeah, but also freeing, because it's just you. You don't have to bend to anyone else's artistic will.
Yes, he definitely talks about it a lot in the liner notes, yeah, where it is sort of liberating in a way. And relying on yourself for that decision-making process is a new thing the first time you do it. But yeah, just very empowering. Really, really cool stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, the album that I'm going to talk about first is also a solo work. I'm talking about Like a Bayou to Its Gulf by Christina Carter. Wow. This is also really psychedelic in that it's super fringe and experimental, way off the deep end. I called this... The first track is very, very minimal. It's pretty much just spoken word and some voice as instrument stuff. So there's a lot of like tonal singing, some of which is accompanied by acoustic guitar, but not much of it. Mm-hmm. It is really straightforward.
Yeah, and is it like some of it is lyrical and some of it really is just like these melismas?
Ooh, melisma. I don't know this term.
The music minor is coming to work here. No, I think it's just like a melody line that you sing that isn't necessarily to words. I don't know if that's true. The definition of melisma is up here right now.
Yes,
we'll report back.
The first track on this does start as a poem, and her voice is slowly pitched down deeper and deeper as you kind of sink into this dream space. And then it's interspersed with some other field recording stuff until it moves into just that free-flowing voice. In the liner notes, they say that her vocal delivery is the closest that the writer has come to experiencing vocals as like instrumental free music. Which I definitely get here because it is really abstract. And then the next two tracks are a little more lyrical, but even then still really, really free-flowing and imaginative. And and it also explores themes of like bayous and swamps.
Yes, very ecological focus there. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and kind of the bayou as a mysterious sort of impenetrable type of place. Bayous are weird. Yeah. I don't know if you've been to the bayou, but if you've been out there in the swamps, I
just keep thinking of it as like ecological as well as like a very like necessary biome and like you said, a very weird place where a lot of stuff is happening.
It's hard to get
where
out
a lot of
there.
weird bugs are.
Yeah, you
and
can't.
Gators.
Exactly. There's a lot of gator vibes on here.
Yeah, this is a really beautiful album, and I like what you said too, that the first track is quite distinct. It's like a half hour long as well. It's just a very like succinct, encapsulated project there.
Yeah.
And then there's these other two lovely things as well.
Yeah, but I mean the other two tracks are also like 15 minutes long each, so
of
they're
course.
really
It's
meandering.
It's not diminutive by any means, but the first one it does just sort of stand apart a little bit. Weirdly.
Totally.
It's cool. Yeah.
What's next?
My next album is The Birds of Marsville by Friendly Rich. This is a really exciting album. We've had quite a bit of chat about it in the Outside Noise household in the past 20 minutes or so. Yeah, there's 3 of us at the house right now, and we all got together and we're like, wait, this album? It has, quote, the sauce, I believe is what Michael said.
I think I also talked about this separately with Michael and Julia last night too.
Okay,
we've all been discussing this album independently of each other since we all found it.
Everyone loves this Bird album, and I do just feel the need to acknowledge that it is not the first Bird album we've ever talked about.
This draws from
Bird albums are a thing.
Yes, this draws from the long tradition of Bird albums.
Yes, this has some specific references in the liner notes to particular works of Bird music, specifically in the classical realm, but we've also talked about more experimental Bird type things. This one is really, really fun because I'm gonna go ahead and call it a concept album.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is definitely a concept album.
Well, no, he never really like nods. He never peeks behind the curtain overly so. I don't know. It's kind of cool. But
wait, what do you mean by that?
Fully in the pitch, of course, he is a PhD music student in Ontario.
I don't know how much of any of this I believe, because I also know that this man is a comedian and you can't trust comedians.
Exactly, because I'm like, so that is true. And he's also, it's a very funny, like, theatrical, performative type of thing. I just really like it. Is that what camp is?
This is camp.
Thank God.
I think this is camp. They talk in the liner notes too about him pulling up to perform this live. This was originally conceived as a live album.
Okay, cool.
And pulling up in a U-Haul with this Calliope-esque instrument.
Okay, yeah. Wait, we haven't even talked about what the album is. Like,
yeah, and he pulls out not only the prepared organ, but also whoopee cushions and wood blocks and tambourines and bullshit.
No. I think first you need to know that when you are hearing this album and you're clicking play on it for the first time, he's saying, I'm a scientist. This is a compilation of bird calls from many, many different species. And so with different instruments, with different sounds, woodwinds, calliope, like you said, organ. There's like carnival type sounds, whoopee cushions, like just weird Foley type supplies that go into this. It kind of melts into noise stuff too. Anyway, so that gives some context to all of the instruments that he's pulling out of his U-Haul.
These are also not real birds.
Of course, yes.
It must be stated. We have some choices here. We have the bird cloud birds, the suicide bomber, the frantic Atlantic panic bird, the heckler, the spitting spatula bird. Like, these are, it's so ridiculous.
The raunchy rotten rodent, the smelly foot bird, the inside out bird. The TV evangelists. They're also all time-stamped, so go ahead and find your favorite bird sound and comment below.
Comment your favorite bird sound from the Birds of Marsville below. There's a lot to pick from.
Yeah, it's a total delight. Very theatrical, very ear-catching.
Yeah. I'm going to talk about an album that also kind of continues our ecological theme, but delves a little more into the political side of things with Landback by the Myrrors. This band has been around for quite a while, doing psychedelic, sort of krautrocky, sort of minimalist, jazzy sounds. And this album leans into all of those sounds too, but takes a really direct political statement, obviously with the name of the album that's implied, and it incorporates a lot of indigenous sounds too, and it is a vibe. Just to put it
straight up a vibe.
To put it plainly. It's a vibe. It's so cool too to see a more political music. I mean, obviously there is a ton of political music happening still, but
yeah, like all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. What's up? What's your thought?
I'm thinking about, like, Vietnam War era.
Yeah.
And how it felt like there was a very cohesive and directed and dedicated movement that had a singular aesthetic and a singular mission, and how that has sort of fallen away and become much more fragmented and decentralized.
Culture as a whole has done that. It's hard for anything to be like a unified front anymore.
That is very true. Yeah. And this is also very specifically like done on purpose following operations like COINTELPRO and stuff like that. But this isn't a show about that sort of thing. We're going to talk about Landback instead, this album.
And like you said, it is straight up a vibe. It's really cool. I love the, like you said, folk type sounds as well.
Yeah. It's driving and hypnotic and motivating and really gorgeous.
I'm also boogieing. Like, I'm also dancing.
Yeah. You have to have a little bit of that uplifting hope to it as well. And I feel like this album definitely delivers that message of...
Yeah. And it's about, like, feeling those things fully, including your rage and everything.
Yeah. So it's very optimistic, despite the message being one that's kind of rooted in dissent. Yeah. This is also out on radio, Kaya Band, which we love. We covered the album Gnaw 2 from this label. Mm-hmm. And everything they put out is great, so I'm very glad to see this record out on that label that we love.
Hell yeah. I have one final album to discuss this evening.
What you got?
The album is For Art, and it's by O Rose. This is a really, really beautiful, soft, I would call it just indie rock. It's great. It's not particularly experimental, which always sounds a little bit shady, I feel, when we say it. Just because of the nature of what we do, though, I feel the need to say it. Because some people are expecting harsh noise or whatever from us, and I'm like, this just isn't that. Prepare yourself.
But that just goes to show whenever we do recommend something that is a little more within the realm of conventional musicality, that means we really like it. I mean,
that too,
really
yeah. And that's something really important to say about this as well, is because it is absolutely gorgeous. A main like highlight, I would say, of this whole project is the singing. It's really beautiful. The group is based out of the Pacific Northwest. The singer is called Olivia Rose. I think they have been around since like 2014, I guess.
Yeah, I just love this solid indie songwriting. It's very hooky and fun. Great for like the late summer type of vibe.
Yeah, it kind of is. And it's very emotive. I feel like all of the lyrics are extremely well written. I feel like if you're a fan of Maggie Rogers, it kind of has that folkish twist as well. That kind of flavor to it that's really fun. And then also, I'm not super familiar with Adult Mom, but I know a couple tracks from like one of their early things from probably like a decade ago, and it just reminded me of that. But that is a really old reference that I'm not sure if it will translate, but it's what I got. And I really like this. I'm excited to listen to it more, and it's definitely going in like my personal library.
I love that. I think people still listen to Adult Mom. I think that's
they're
still
like
a relevant
bigger
reference.
now than ever, but I just mean to say, like, I don't know what they sound like now. I'm not familiar. Like, I don't know if that's a accurate comparison, quite frankly, but it's what I got.
Well, do you want to hear my last album?
I would love to.
This is another kind of political album. Sorry, guys. We're coming with the hot takes today.
It's been crazy, you know.
Pretty crazy. I'm talking about Someday Forever by The Youth Play. This is good, solid, gothy, shoegazy post-punk, so you know it's right up my alley. And it comes in with that really despondent energy that you would expect from this genre. But it is definitely rooted in like a political awareness that you don't always hear within like goth music. And
that's true.
Really backs up that pessimism.
Okay. No, I love that.
And I know
you have to have the attitude to back it up.
Right. And like the experience to back it up. And we'll get into that.
Ooh.
And I know like pessimism isn't always the most helpful emotion to channel whenever we're talking about this stuff.
Maybe like, okay, here's the thing. Pessimism is very useful, but it's not necessarily like actively productive, especially maybe in like a a group setting. Like, you need to process it. You need to feel anger.
Yeah.
You need to understand that the world is awful.
Yeah, and this,
to a degree,
maybe this leans a little bit into, I'm sure you know the meme where it's like nihilism, like nothing matters versus like nothing matters.
Yeah.
But this vocalist is writing specifically from his perspective as a Mexican immigrant who's dealing with all of the chaos that entails.
Yes.
And so that attitude really is rooted like in this lived experience that makes this short EP really meaningful and impactful.
Yeah, love that.
I love it.
What does the music sound like?
It's like kind of gothy.
Oh yeah,
it's
you
kind
said
of
that.
like there's
Sorry.
like bass lines.
For some reason, I thought it was you were talking about a different album now.
No, and
Great.
there's kind of these like washed out vocals. It's very it's like, you wouldn't get it.
I'm
kidding.
It. No, is this that's that like cool dark wavy one? Like, oogie one.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. You know it.
I know exactly what you mean. It was fabulous. I love to hear the context behind it too.
Yeah.
It totally changes the way you listen to it.
Yeah, and there's a good resurgence in the UK where this band is from of this sound. So it's great to see this kind of continuing.
It's very, very big. The people in the UK are loving goth. People here are loving goth too. I think Gaga brought goth back to like a zeitgeist level as well as like the hyperpop movement did it too. But now we're like really in it.
We'll see. I don't know. I think she brought back some of the aesthetics, but as we know,
that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
My mild disappointment with Mayhem has been well documented on this podcast.
Yeah, that's true. The music didn't necessarily. I mean, Abracadabra backed it up. Disease backed it up. That's better.
Abracadabra was great.
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra was great. Disease was great. But yeah, it went a little more like new wavy
but
Bowie, and I would love.
No, I'm into it though. I love the new wave sound. I love the 80s. I love 80s pop music, and I love weird stuff from that era. And she did it, and it's kind of like creepy too.
I like it too,
and obsessive.
And I wish that she would have gone maybe a little more Depeche Mode instead of Bowie.
But she loves Bowie.
I love Bowie too.
Actually,
I don't really listen to
back. I take it back. I take that back instantly. And sorry,
am I coming out as a Bowie hater right now on this podcast?
I'm like Bowie agnostic. Bowie may or may not exist.
Appreciate
and it's none of my business.
The aesthetics.
Don't
appreciate the
I don't appreciate that he was like, I'm bisexual, and then he's like, just kidding, that was cringe.
And then he took it back, and then he also slept with all those children. And also a lot of his music.
YouTube?
Yeah, he took advantage of all of those children. In fact, and then Anyway, we gotta wrap this up before we really go off the rails. I'm on one tonight. I didn't mean to do all this.
It's okay. I don't know how to respond.
Okay, and also his music is like not my favorite.
I like Under Pressure with Queen.
Under Pressure's good. I like Space Cadet.
When he goes, ground control to Major Tom.
Yeah, it's a banger. I remember listening to it
on Tumblr.
in the car
with Tumblr audio. What?
I remember listening to that song in the car with my mom and being like, wow, this is art.
Like, she gets me.
I was like, I feel like I'm in a spaceship right now. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
What about Rocket Man?
Better song.
Rocket Man is way better. Rocket.
So stupid.
No, I'm laughing.
It's like 40-year-old discourse. Carrie, what are you looking forward to this week?
Okay.
Hang on, my necklace just broke. I laughed my necklace off of my...
You said, oh, it's just so tight. You started laughing. Like a strong man.
Okay. Carrie, what are you looking forward to this week?
Well, my birthday's on Saturday, so I'm very much looking forward to that. My birthday, the day, will be really nice because we don't really have plans for. I mean,
we do have plans.
We do have plans, but my what I'm saying is, I have a party the day before, and I'm excited for the party.
So if any listeners are in the Philadelphia area, and if you're really cool, you can DM Outside Noise.
If you're cool and not crazy,
then maybe we'll give you the address and you can come to Carrie's birthday party.
Yeah, exactly. My request is to be normal if you're going to be at our house, but you're welcome. You're welcome to come and celebrate with us. That's the main thing, is we want to vibe and listen to music and have a little party and eat some snacks.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then there is an event in the city on the actual day of my birthday.
The naked bike ride?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to say that on YouTube?
Oh, are we allowed to say naked on YouTube? The naked bike ride is on my birthday.
I think we're just gonna watch and maybe not participate.
I will not be participating this year. I have grand visions of roller skating in it, and I also feel the need to clarify while we're talking about it on YouTube. Very few people are actually fully naked. It's like the wear your athleisure swimsuit bike ride.
Yeah. Wear some pasties.
Yeah.
And like a tutu.
But you could be naked, whatever.
There probably will be lots of naked people. There might even be more than you think.
I think it would just be fun to see. I'm just excited to see it, and it's funny that it's on my birthday.
Yeah, we missed it last year, so we'll
exactly
catch it this year.
Yes, it's a Philly staple. Some cities do stuff like that. Some cities have like porch fests around. I'm just excited to live somewhere that has all of these events happening all the time. Unlike Nashville, which has like a marathon.
Well, there's a marathon here too. There's lots of marathons.
There's a lot of other stuff also going.
Yeah.
I guess there's a lot of stuff in Nashville too, but it's all like $1,000.
And the naked bike ride is free.
Free.
Wow.
Free in monetarily and sort of free in a physical sense as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful.
And it's to benefit like cycling awareness and like ride your bike to work and shit.
Oh whatever. Yeah, and also because like
bike lanes and like don't kill cyclists.
Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of the main one.
Yeah, it's like don't run them over, please. So that's nice. Anyway, I'm excited for that. What are you looking forward to this week?
Well, you kind of took both of my things, because I was gonna say I feel like we have encountered the issue where we jinx it, where we say what we're excited for on the podcast, and then something happens, something comes up, it just ends up not happening.
A couple times, neither of our things we were excited for came to fruition,
and that's life. So you know, I'm excited to celebrate your birthday as well. We talked about maybe trying to finish Twin Peaks this week. We're working through that. I don't even know
how to get into that with our viewers. They're all going to be so disappointed.
I'm excited to. I have a doctor's appointment on Friday.
Ooh, so excited
before your party!
Oh my god!
Yay! Oh yay! Ooh. I didn't even realize that when I booked it. Oh boy.
Oh, I'm so excited for your doctor's appointment.
Oh yeah.
Well, I hope you're in good health.
Thrilling.
Fingers crossed.
Thrilling content. Okay. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Yes.
And comment happy birthday below for Carrie.
That's really sweet. Thank you.
All right.
Bye. Oh wow.